Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, what we're seeing right now in the NFL, especially in the NFC South, is nothing short of a seismic shift. The Atlanta Falcons, sitting at a respectable 3-3 record halfway through the season, are potentially on the verge of something much bigger. And believe me, this isn't just about a single game or a single player. It's about a strategic move that could redefine their offensive potential and set them up for a deep playoff run. The buzz in league circles is that the Falcons are actively exploring a trade that could bolster their receiving core in a significant way. And the player at the center of this possible maneuver, Jacoby Myers from the Las Vegas Raiders. Sources close to the league, including respected insiders like Diana Rossini, have hinted that the Falcons are in talks to acquire Myers, and the trade package being discussed involves a third-round pick in 2026, plus wide receiver Daryl Hodge. This move makes a lot of sense when you look at the current state of both teams. The Raiders are in a total rebuild mode after a tough start, sitting at 1-5, and they're looking to cut costs and clear cap space, especially on the offensive line, with the team allowing around 4-5 sacks per game. Meanwhile, the Falcons, with about $12 million in cap space, are eyeing a versatile and reliable wide receiver to complement Drake London, who's been making impressive plays with an average of 8.2 yards per target. This potential acquisition could be a game-changer for Atlanta's offense, especially considering the struggles they've faced lately, with their receiving core averaging only 198 yards per game. Now, let's talk about Jacoby Myers. He's a guy with a ton of potential, and he's shown flashes of being a true chain mover, capable of converting critical third downs and providing consistent reliability. Drafted undrafted in 2019, Myers has quietly built a solid career, and his 2025 stats tell the story: 29 receptions for 329 yards in just 6 games, averaging an impressive 11.3 yards per catch, with a PFF grade of 66. 4, placing him among the top 46 wide receivers. His career numbers include 418 receptions for nearly 900 yards and 18 touchdowns, and he's known for his contested catch ability, with a success rate of 62%. The thing is, Myers isn't just a possession receiver. His ability to gain yards after the catch, with an average of 1.8 yards after the catch per reception, makes him a versatile threat. And in the underneath routes, he's incredibly precise, with a success rate of 78%. But it's not just about the numbers. Myers' injury history has been a concern, especially in 2024, when hamstring issues limited him to only 13 games. He also had a minor shoulder injury in 2025, but he's come back strong, and his durability is expected to improve. His projection for the Falcons is pretty exciting, an increase of about 900 yards over the season, boosting their passing efficiency. His addition would help open up the field for Drake London, who's been averaging over 8 yards per target, and provide quarterback Desmond Ridder with a reliable target in crucial situations. And speaking of the Raiders, their situation is quite different. They're in a tough spot with an $7.5 million cap crunch, and their defense, allowing over 31 points per game, needs help. Moving Myers for a pick and Hodge might be part of their strategy to focus on extending key players like Davante Adams while trying to rebuild their offensive line. The Raiders are clearly focusing on long-term stability, and freeing up cap space now could be crucial for their future. Plus, with Myers' 2022 season boosting the Patriots' offense with an additional 200 yards, he's proven he can be a difference-maker in the right system. Now, imagine how Myers could fit into Atlanta's offense. His role as a reliable chain mover would be invaluable. It's projected that he could add over 900 yards to the Falcons' total, which would significantly elevate their passing game. Kirk Cousins, who has been struggling with his EPA per pass, currently around 0.15, would see a boost to around 0.28, and that's a huge difference. It means more efficient drives, more sustained possessions, and ultimately more points on the board. When you combine Mayer's ability to create separation with his average of 18% more yards of separation than other Falcons receivers, you start to see the big picture. He could also help reduce drops, which Atlanta has been battling, bringing their drop percentage from 7% down to a more manageable 4%. That not only boosts their offense, but also gives Ritter more confidence in throwing into tight windows. And the impact doesn't stop there. When Mayers joins forces with London, it opens up the red zone options, increasing their touchdowns per game from around 1.4 to over 2.1. That's a game changer, especially in close contests where every point counts. Historically, Mayers has been a player who elevates the offense, adding about 200 yards in team production when he's on a team, and boosting yards after the catch by nearly 2 yards per reception. His addition could turn the Falcons into a more balanced, more unpredictable offense, forcing defenses to respect both the deep threats and the underneath routes. Now, let's talk about the playoff implications. According to betting odds from BetMGM, the Falcons' chances of winning the Super Bowl have jumped dramatically, from plus 6,000 to plus 3,000, with Mayers potentially playing a key role in their postseason push. His ability to be a possession receiver, especially against zone coverage, could be the X factor that pushes Atlanta into the deep rounds of the playoffs. The star power of Adams in Vegas has already shown how a reliable receiver can elevate a team's passing game, and Mayers could do the same for the Falcons. This trade, if it happens, would be a major statement by Atlanta. It's a clear sign that they're serious about competing now, not just in the division but in the entire NFC. With the NFC South still wide open, every game matters, and adding a player like Mayers could be enough to tilt the scales in their favor. Meanwhile, the Raiders seem to be accepting a tanking approach, focusing on future picks and cap flexibility, which makes this trade even more plausible as the deadline approaches on November 4th. So, folks, the question now is, do you think this move will happen? Will Mayers wear the Falcons' colors in the coming weeks? And what kind of impact do you see him having on their playoff chances? It's an intriguing storyline, and it's happening right now in the NFL. The dynamics are shifting, and the Falcons are positioning themselves to be serious contenders. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you believe Mayers can be the piece that finally takes this offense to the next level? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him on the field in Falcons colors? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Falcons. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with moves like this, the Falcons could be on the cusp of something truly special. Keep your eyes glued, because big things are happening, and you don't want to miss a single detail. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Falcons!